Hey guys, welcome back to the Sonic Mafia playthrough. This is Flying Battery Zone. Now Brian, Act 1 of Flying Battery Zone. Is it just me, or is this one a little too samey?
Samey? Yeah, you know what, I can't really point out very many differences at all between this.
Yeah, like, I've played Sonic 3 and Knuckles so much that I've completely memorized the level design, but this whole opening section is just a slightly remixed version of the opening section to it.
I think is this section any different? I think they're added a couple platforms here and there for this beginning.
Yeah, no, this platforming section is very different, but it's
for the
mostly
most
same.
For the most part, it's not many from the puzzles, quote unquote puzzles, because they're not very hard at all. But
yeah, I actually purposefully go this way because it's a different pathway.
Yeah, okay, I was just about to say, I don't recognize this.
Yeah, if you have the electric shield, Brian, the electric like magnet things, they pull you up.
And they didn't do that. Oh, right, you're right. They didn't do that in the other game, did they?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, I lose it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no,
question that could be a relevant commentary point.
Go for it.
How on earth did they create a game series about a fucking living pinball?
Well, Ariel, I think they made the hedgehog first, and then they decided to go with a pinball gimmick, and they're like, oh my god!
Actually, Brian, you're wrong.
I am?
At first, they wanted a character that could roll in a ball, and they were just like, okay, we got this design for a rabbit, and that doesn't make sense. We got this design for a hedgehog, and we got a design for an armadillo.
I would have played the armadillo.
You're the only one.
No, they decided to go with Sonic's design instead of Mighty the Armadillo because it makes sense for it kind of makes sense for a hedgehog's spines to be able to break stuff as opposed to an armadillo shell.
That makes sense.
A spined armadillo, I thought.
I mean, we could take knives onto it.
Well, okay, Ariel, to be fair, these are the same people who thought hedgehogs can't swim when they can.
Okay, well.
That is interesting.
What hit me?
Though.
I don't know. I was like, well, that was kind of bullshit.
I think a missile went down into the hole and you hit it on your way down.
Yeah, well, that shouldn't happen. This game.
I agree.
Dumb.
I agree.
This game. I hate this game.
0 out of 10.
That didn't take very long.
Do not recommend.
Oh, here's Special Stage 7. Now, Brian, you said you had a horrible time with Special Stage 5, a bad time with 4, and a bad time with 6. What kind of time did you have with Special Stage 7?
I did my first goddamn try. Not hard.
It took me 2 tries, but that's because I got into a coughing fit in the middle of it.
Always get in the way.
And I just happened to fall into one of... There's very, very small holes you can fall in.
Yeah, it's mostly straightaways, which is the thing. And they give you a shit ton of rings. And maybe they just felt bad for Special Stage 5. Maybe that's it, because this one's not hard.
The UFO moves slower, too, than in Special Stage 5.
It does? Jeez. Yeah, because I realized I never lost it. Usually, like, here's how it went for me. I would try a special stage, I would try to get my bearings and learn the route, and I would always lose the UFO, go to Mach 3, and then not be able to, you know, catch up to it before I inevitably catapulted off of the edge. But for this one, I never lost where the UFO was.
Okay, Brian, Skype is so bad for me, I couldn't understand a word you just said.
Don't worry, it wasn't important.
Like this, this is really bad. I'm gonna leave the call and hope to God that works.
Okay, alright, well...
Super Saiyan! I mean, Saiyan.
You know, actually, it was actually loosely based on Super Saiyan.
Loosely?
Sure.
Hello?
Okay, fine! It was very based on Super Saiyan!
Oh wow, it worked! I can hear you now. Oh, you're talking about Super Sonic big Super Saiyan? Yes.
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 We give Tails a
I mean,
break,
it's
man.
Ariel. It's not the only time Sonic Teams ripped off Dragon Ball Z. When they were designing Silver, in one of the design documents for it, next to his character design, it said he's from the future and he needs to save the world. Think Trunks from Dragon Ball Z.
Nah, subtlety, 10 out of 10.
Now, the first time I fought this boss, I used the electric shield, so I beat it really quick. I didn't realize you were supposed to wait for the debris to close in, and it slowly rises you up.
Yeah, see, I was actually panicking pretty hard my first time because I did not have the electric shield. And like, oh my god, I can't hurt it. What am I supposed to do? What am I doing wrong? Oh my god! But then, you know, once the debris rose and I could hit it, I'm like, okay, alright, that's fine. Whatever.
Okay, I'm just an idiot, I guess.
No, I mean, like, I understand. Like, if you have the electric shield, you don't know what's supposed to hurt you and what isn't.
Yeah.
We.
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for Super Sonic?
I can touch the sky.
Oh man.
I do.
I'm so glad I finally get to play as Super Sonic in a 2D game again. Nothing can ruin this. There's nothing bad that
See, it's funny since he's supposed to be able to fly.
Yeah, I do have several questions.
Okay, alright, lesson learned.
I still
God.
can't understand a word you guys are saying.
Oh. Well, I was saying it's funny because he's supposed to be able to fly.
We were laughing at your pain.
Oh no, I understood that, Ariel. But yeah, if you guys are wondering, I try not to use Super Sonic that much in this playthrough, just because that's boring.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Plus, you know, you can't hear the music if you have Super Sonic on all the time.
Except right here.
mean, but the Super Sonic music is the best it's ever been in a 2D Sonic game, in my opinion. But sometimes I just want to hear the level music, especially when we get to Hydro City Act 2. That's my favorite music, actually, in this game.
Okay, you know what? I said we get to my least favorite zone in this part. I lied. Hydro City's probably my least favorite zone in this game.
Really? Why? Because of all the stereotypical water level tropes?
Well, no, it's really slow. It's nothing like the original Hydro City. The only reason I liked it was because it was a fast water level.
Yeah, you do spend more time underwater in Mania's version, I feel. Than you do.
And I get that. And I get that the bubble things. We're like way jumping the gun, but the bubble mechanic, that's from one of the Game Gear games. But I don't like that mechanic, and I never did. So I kind of wish they didn't call back to that.
Yeah, no, like, it's too slow.
Well,
if you
you
ask
know,
me.
Austin, not everything's about you and what you like.
Ariel, fuck you. I'm the only person that matters. You're just a figment of my imagination, as we've been through dozens of times. So your opinions don't actually matter either.
You know what? You keep saying that, except I'm the only one who can bring you back.
Now, Ariel, do you like pizza?
I mean, I guess.
Well, you're part of my subconscious, so no, you despise pizza. And no, that isn't how subconsciouses work, but fuck you.
You can't tell me what to do.
Okay, you know what? Now that we have Super Sonic, I just had a thought. And I know you don't have an answer for me, Brian. But would it be cool if you had like the Sonic 3 move set selected, and Super Sonic had like the hypersonic abilities?
Yeah.
Like he would get the dash forward with the double jump.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, hypersonic. It took me forever to realize this. He's basically just all the shield power-ups put into Super Sonic.
Fancy.
You know what? Yeah, basically. It would have been nice if we could have him in this game, but
yeah,
I understand they couldn't have like a continuity. And I'm pretty sure the only reason they had Super Emeralds in the first place was like, oh shit, we needed to collect more shit
yeah.
and Knuckles.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! We split the game into two, and we made it go together into one.
Although you know, if they can make an N Knuckles cartridge that I can plug into my Switch, I'm game.
Me too. Well, I mean, I don't know if you've unlocked it yet, Brian, but there is the fuck. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was called when you unlock it. Well, whatever. There is an and Knuckles mode.
Yes, yes, I know. And you can have Knuckles and Knuckles, and it's fucking glorious. And I'm so glad they did that.
No, Brian. The best part is when you beat Titanic Monarch. When Knuckles and Knuckles are escaping, while it's blowing up, there is a Knuckles on an escape shuttle waiting for them. So Knuckles saves Knuckles and Knuckles.
Too many Knuckles.
Oh my god! See, they fucking did that on purpose. They did that on purpose.
Oh no, Brian. Brian, the best part is the Knuckles and Knuckles ending. It just cuts to a picture of Knuckles telling a story to a bunch of flickies, and he's holding a book that says Sonic Mania and Knuckles.
Oh my god, I'm so glad they turned the meme up to 11 on that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Okay, so this boss is actually harder with Super Sonic.
Yeah, I can see that.
What is supposed to be happening?
You have to knock him into the spikes.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, but that doesn't seem to be doing anything.
No, it hurts. If you pay attention to Eggman and his cockpit, he does get hurt. Problem is, it's very difficult with Super Sonic.
Yeah, you're supposed. The easiest way to do it is to use those vertical poles that he's swinging around on. But the thing about that is, if you have Super Sonic, you don't have time to do that.
Yeah, Super Sonic doesn't exactly have control.
Now I remember a time where I was just playing as Super Sonic, and I was just trying to jump onto a platform, and it wouldn't let me line it up. I would tap the control stick. Oh, okay, I'm in a different zone now. That's fine. Whatever, I didn't need to be there.
Mystic Cave, you're not in this game.
What do you mean you still have the Pit of Doom?
Okay, I don't like this zone, and I know I'm in the minority.
No! Leave the zone, man. Shut up.
I am indifferent to this zone.
I do like the idea of this zone where it's just a giant garden that Eggman transformed into a newspaper press.
Does he need pictures of Spider-Man?
Possibly. Also, fuck trying to get to this special stage.
Then why are you trying to do it?
Because it gives you 50 rings, Ariel.
Oh, why do you need 50 rings?
You need 50 rings to turn into Super Sonic.
Okay, well... Now what?
You need to not have a shield to turn into Super Sonic.
Okay, so then...
So, life goes on.
Shut up.
That's not Super Sonic.
I wanted to show that it was there. Anyway, actually my first playthrough I went down there to check. Because, it reminded me... Also, I'm not doing Blue Sphere.
Yeah.
Because, that intro section... Because this this level's basically it takes elements from Launch Base.
Oh, is that what? Okay. It seemed familiar to me, but I didn't know exactly where it came from.
Yeah, that spinny thing, that's from Launch Base. And in Act 1, after you go on one of those spinny things, if you drop and go to the left, there's a ring there. So I was just like, I wonder. And then there was a ring there.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Oh, bang. But, what... The only thing I don't really like about this level is the typeface platforming. I don't like those sections. Very much. But everything else is fine. And especially the second act. The second act makes me really happy. Just because of one particular thing that we'll get to when you get there. But what don't you like about this particular act?
I just don't like it.
Okay, you are here.
I don't know why, I just don't like it. You know how you have those things that you just don't like and you can't explain?
Yeah, no.
This is one of them.
I can get behind that.
I don't think it's bad, I just don't like it that much.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. Although I'm an idiot. I did not realize it was called Press Garden. And I was like, what's the press for? Why is it what's
You
pressing?
didn't realize it was a printing press.
No, I didn't. In my defense, I wasn't looking at the background, which, you know, really hits home, drives it home that it's a printing press. But I should have realized by the printing platforming that,
yeah, and the enemies that come out of the ink bottles.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Ariel, what are you doing?
I did notice about this game that seems interesting is that the levels are in general longer, but for the most part, I won't say for all of them, but for the most part, they don't seem to drag very much, or noticeably.
I think the last act of Titanic Monarch does.
Yeah, but it's, you know, for the most part, usually when I played Sonic games, if anything went over 5 minutes by any substantial amount, I'm like, okay, alright, it's done, it's over, we're fine.
You're like, Jesus Christ, stop giving me content.
Well, Ariel, there comes a point where you just want a level to end and move on with the game.
Oh no, I agree, I'm just making fun of him.
Okay, Brian, how long did it take you to figure out how to beat this boss?
It took me like a good 2-3 minutes before I realized. Oh, you have to make him hit the metal box.
Yeah, you have to make him hit the green box, which breaks the saw blades, and then you whack him in the face. And I was just like, fuck that. That's the one boss I'm just like supersonic.
Yeah, no, like Hydra City Act 2, that boss I would go for supersonic definitely. We'll see why when we get it. Jesus Christ, we keep alluding to stuff in the future, but
it's hard. It's hard not to.
Yeah, but yeah, that boss is a little dry. That right there. When Sonic gets frozen and he looks derpy as fuck. That's why I love this zone so much.
And it's funny because you just said it's a little dry.
But yeah, and every character has an animation or an image that's just as hilarious as that, and I fucking love it. Plus, you know, this is the first ice level I've ever played that freezes you without hurting you, which I appreciate so much.
It's a game mechanic in this level.
Yeah, like, you actually need it to get past some places, and I love it. Also, you know, they don't use the whole ice motif as an excuse to make platforming a bitch.
Okay, I lied. I used Supersonic a lot more than I thought I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man.
You know, we're still seeing the levels. It's fine. You demonstrated that you're competent. You have 20 lives, for God's sakes.
Oh God, I do.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like, when you do break, like, the spikes or the rings in the ice, you don't bounce high. So,
well, I mean,
a lot of
ice.
the times I just land into the spikes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
one thing I
Brian.
like about the Supersonic sprite that if stuff happens that's like event specific, like Sonic falling, it just reverts to a normal Sonic sprite, just like the old games.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Which the only reason it was like that in the old games was because memory limitations. They couldn't fit another sprite. Okay, this boss, it actually doesn't even matter if you're supersonic or not.
Yeah,
because it's a timing thing.
Yeah. You can't hit him if he's on the ground. The only way you can hit him is if you stun him while he's flipping around like a jackass. Although, and the only way he can hurt you is with those is if those astro. Are you teabagging?
So is that yes?
Yes. Okay, you know what? This is something that does bother me about this game. Most of the zones have transitions in between them. But, what was the zone we had before Press Garden? Flying Battery.
Yeah.
It just goes from Flying Battery to Press Garden without any transition.
Oh, we jumped. Just jumped off. Jumped off the...
Oh, okay, just like Sonic 3.
Exactly.